Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back underneath the Caravan. We have our temporary jumper in. Finally our cable from Vertical Vision came in, and so we're going to put this in, do a couple tests to try out to see what exactly the problem is with the relays and such. And this is going to be our temporary countermeasure for a more permanent temporary countermeasure than this, as this jumper cable doesn't always work well in the cold. So we're going to get into it here and see what we can do. Alright, so we took that jumper out, and now we're going to put this in as one of the first tests to see if that relay is stuck on. Alright, so we got it plugged in, and now we are going to connect it to ground here. Don't really like that where that is, so we're going to move that out of the way and grab that on the ground. Okay, so we have it the power on, and we're going to try to crank this thing. See if we can get that to kind of stay down in there a little better. There we go. Alright, so what that test just showed us was that the relay under there is not stuck on right now, but it's starting to fail. And so since it fails intermittently, we're going to go ahead and put this bypass in. So this cable is really nicely made. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it has a little testing port on it too, so you can help diagnose. And it comes with these great instructions. Vertical Visions is where I got this from, and so I would highly recommend them. They're the ones that developed all this, and it sounds like they've got a good thing going. So I think this cable is, I don't know, 35 bucks or something, and compared to the 900 it would be to replace the whole thing. So to me, that's a win. So I would highly recommend it. I'll put the link in the description below, so you can hit them up and get your Dodge Caravan or Town & Country fixed up. Alright, so what we're going to have to do is see this little 10 amp fuse right here. Yeah, we're going to have to take that one out and plug it into the bottom of the cord. We've already taken this one out, and from there we've also pulled this up just to give me some space to work. We're going to plug that 10 amp into the bottom port of the cable, and then pull the other 20 and amp out and plug it all in. Alright, so we need to take the bottom fuse out of these. It's their recommendation. So we're just going to go ahead and pull this out. Maybe. Maybe the hardest part of the whole thing. There we go. It's one. We're going to go ahead and put that 10 back in there. The 10 ampere goes right there. And then we're going to go ahead and pull out the bottom one, which would be this one, 20 amp. So basically you're bypassing that fuel pump relay out of there. There we go. So there we go. We're all ready to go. Alright, so the only issue, I just changed a little bit. I flipped where I put the 20 in. I put it on the side without the connector. So we put that in, and then we have to kind of figure out how to kind of route this. Kind of goes like so. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and push that on down. Alright, so this little bad boy's giving me some trouble getting it down in there. It was difficult before, but not this difficult. There we go. That's how to get it pulled back enough to get in there. That kind of cleaned up a little bit, and there we go. I think we're ready to go from there. Alright, so there we go. We're going to go ahead and hook the ground to the battery here, and we're going to try it out. Let's see what we get. Our green light's on. That's a good sign. It's working pretty good. That looks good. Everything sounds good. Let's see if it turns off or not. Very good. It turned off, which was a little concern of mine, because I tried to do this without just hardwiring it at one point, and it didn't work. So that worked perfectly. So we're going to disconnect this this little device here somehow, and call it quits. Now that wasn't too bad to disconnect. So we're just going to kind of lay this down in there somehow, like so. Take all of our spare fuses out of here, button her up for the day. So there we are, all buttoned up. Alright, so there we have it. We got it all fixed up. Again, that's a temporary countermeasure. They make a circuit board to permanently kind of fix that relay, or bypass that relay, really. And if this solution works for a bit, then I'll probably go and buy that before looking at replacing that whole module. I may just have to have that module rebuilt or replace it if some other things fail. So I'm just going to kind of play the wait and see game. Starting to have some issues with door locks here and there, and so we'll see how that kind of works out. So I don't want to buy that little platform and then have to replace the whole thing anyway, because it doesn't fix other issues. But anyway, hopefully that helps you. Like I said, Vertical Visions has a great solution there to kind of get you by for the time being, until you can kind of decide and get the right money put together for the fix. So appreciate you all watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Leave any comments you have below, and y'all take care. It's time for supper.